Picture this. You are standing in your backyard, just looking up at the stars and minding your own business. You are having a great night and thinking about what to eat for breakfast tomorrow. You decide on a nice fried egg because you are a person of good taste. But you have absolutely no idea that the universe is plotting a very weird joke against you right now. 400 kilometers right above your head, an astronaut is doing a spacewalk. Somehow, this highly trained space professional manages to drop a raw chicken egg out of his pocket. Do not ask me why he brought raw poultry into the vacuum of space. Just go with it. So now we have a totally normal egg falling from outer space. And by pure bad luck, it is heading right for your fragile little skull. You are basically the bullseye in the weirdest dart game ever played. So what actually happens when a space egg hits you? Does it turn into a supersonic flaming bullet and blast a hole right through your brain? Do you need to start wearing a heavy titanium helmet every time you look at the moon? Well, let us look at the real science before you panic and build an underground bunker. First things first, we have gravity pulling this little guy down toward Earth. Gravity loves to make things go faster and faster as they fall. But up in space, there is zero air. Because there is no air to slow it down, that egg is going to accelerate to a ridiculous speed. We are talking thousands of kilometers per hour. If that egg hit you at that speed, your head would instantly explode and you would be super dead. But luckily for you and your very nice face, Earth has a magic shield. We call this shield the atmosphere, and it is a giant blanket of gas. When our super-fast space egg finally hits this blanket of air, things get crazy. The air pushes back against the egg super hard. This push causes friction, and friction creates a ton of heat. We are not talking about a hot summer day, we are talking about thousands of degrees. The egg literally catches on fire and turns into a shooting star. It is very beautiful, but very bad for the egg. In about 2 seconds, the shell and the yolk completely burn up into ash. By the time it reaches you on the ground, it is just a microscopic speck of dust. You would not even feel it, and you definitely would not die. But wait, that is a totally boring ending to our story. What if our crazy astronaut covered the egg in a tiny heat shield before he dropped it? Now the egg survives the fire and keeps falling toward you. Once it gets through the super hot part, the air gets thicker and thicker. This thick air acts like a brake pedal for the falling egg. Because of this air pushing back, the egg hits a strict speed limit. Science nerds call this speed limit terminal velocity. Because an egg is small and light, its terminal velocity is honestly pretty pathetic. It maxes out at around 80 kilometers per hour. If a normal raw egg hits you at that speed, it hurts a tiny bit, but it mostly just ruins your hair. You will need a really long shower, but you will not need a hospital. But wait, I completely forgot to tell you the craziest twist in this entire scenario. Remember how the egg just survived going through space and the upper atmosphere? Right after the hot part, the egg falls through a layer of sky that is negative 50 degrees. That is way colder than the freezer where you keep your ice cream. By the time the egg falls through that freezing air, it is completely solid. It is no longer a soft, messy egg. It is literally a solid rock of ice. So now, you do not have a soft breakfast item falling at you. You have a solid rock of frozen egg falling at 80 kilometers per hour. And that detail completely changes the whole game for your poor head. Getting hit by a solid rock at that speed is going to do some serious physical damage. You are definitely getting a major concussion and seeing stars. You might even fracture your skull and need an emergency ride in an ambulance. The doctor is going to have a very hard time believing your crazy story. Try telling a medical professional you got hospitalized by a frozen space egg. So, the good news is that an egg from space will not shoot through you like a supersonic bullet. The bad news is that the sky is freezing cold and frozen objects really hurt. Next time you look up at the stars, maybe wear a helmet just in case. Hit that subscribe button below unless you want a frozen space egg to land on your roof tomorrow.